volcano, living all alone in the middle of the sea. He sat high above his bay, watching all the couples play, and wishing that he had someone too. And from his lava came this song of hope that he sang out loud every day for years and years. I have a dream I hope will come true, that you're here with me and I'm here with you. I wish that the earth in the sky up above will send me someone to love. Will send me someone to love.
We got the C for the chicken and the H for the hen with the I on the internet. Can't you see that's where she's been? K is for crazy chicken lady. 2EN, 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 chicken LADY. That chicken lady fly. Let that chicken lady fly. That chicken lady fly. So let that chicken lady fly.
Cluck cluck everybody! Today we're crocheting. This will be a bat hat because it's for a boy. It's like my cat hat, but we call it a bat hat because it's for a boy and they won't wear cat hats. So this is made in rows, back and forth, till you get a long rectangle. You fold it up and make it a square. You sew it, and when you put it on your head, it forms the ears. So I should have worn my cat hat so I could show you, but I'm fond of this hat. So we're going to talk a little bit of true crime today. I don't really touch on true crime too much on this channel. I mean, well, I touch on it, but I don't really do it. But it's been a while since I've talked about it. There's a lot of stuff going on these days. A lot of stuff going on with Gypsy Rose since I've talked about true crime, but I won't be touching on her because the Gypsy Rose sympathizers are mean. They are so freaking mean. Y'all know that Y'all know that I've dealt with plenty of people who don't like me. I'm used to it. I can deal with it. These people are mean. They're like coming in here. I hope you get R-worded. I'm like, damn. Chill. And I'm actually really fair with Gypsy. I'm way more fair than most people. Okay, I give her the benefit of doubt a lot because I just call out obvious stuff. There's other stuff I could say that I think, but I don't say it because I do feel a little bad for the way she was raised. Whether she was part of it or not. Nobody should be brought up that way. So therefore, I won't be talking about her and all of my thoughts on the other recent crap because I don't want people over here wishing me to be R-worded. You know who you are. I didn't block you, but you know who you were. So I did watch the new Scott Peterson documentary on Peacock. It didn't really change my thoughts too much, and I'll tell you my thoughts because I don't know if I've really ever talked to too many people about Scott Peterson. I had to make sure I got the right name. There's so many Petersons. And this is my thoughts. It didn't change at all. I think he should get a new trial. I do. But it's not because I don't think it's not because I think he's innocent. It's because I believe that there's jury misconduct there in his first trial. And as far as jury misconduct goes, even guilty people deserve fair trial. Okay? And which is what I think he is. Now, having said that, do I also agree? Here's the thing. I don't think it happened the way the prosecutor and the prosecution thinks it does. I don't think it happens the way most people think it does. It happened the way most people think it did. And I don't know what happened. I just know that they relied, and they said this in the documentary, but I've always said this. They relied too heavily on that one eyewitness statement, the dog walk, the one that put the dog back in the gate. And they just set their whole timeline up around there. Now, the documentary, they brought out like a lot of new witnesses and stuff saying, oh yeah, they saw them after the time Scott had left. They saw Lacey walking the dog after Scott had left. I don't trust any eyewitness at all, at all. I wouldn't trust myself as an eyewitness. I don't trust eyewitnesses because haven't y'all ever seen that thing where you ask like 10 people to describe the person that walked in and they like all got it wrong? And none of them accurately described him. They all had different ways. So, I don't trust any eyewitnesses. I also happen to think that people confuse days a lot. Even on Christmas Eve, you might confuse it. I also think that it was a residential neighborhood where plenty of people walk their dogs, and a golden lab is a very popular dog. I also think that the power of persuasion can be very strong. Your memory is a tricky thing. Somebody could say something and you could convince yourself that you remembered that. So I do think he's guilty. The only reason I even kind of gave it a watch is because the Innocence Project is involved, and it's the Innocence Project, right? So you're like, okay, well, let's see what they got. I hope they have more than what they put in that documentary. I don't really hope they have more because I think he's guilty, but surely they do have more if they're getting a new trial, is what I should say. Because that wasn't enough to sway me. You're never going to get me past the homemade anchors. And the fact that I just don't think it was a coincidence that the body was found where he had been. Okay, that's just don't. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the new Chris Watts thing. I'm not even going to talk about it. I told myself that name would never be on this channel. And I'm going to stick to it. Contact me privately if you want to hear my thoughts. I will tell you. So, you know what I am so freaking sick of? Like, people, criminals are so dumb. Murderers are so dumb. Like, they get caught in the same thing over and over and over and over again. And like, when are you going to learn? Do you not watch these videos? It drives me crazy. So let's do like how to get away with murder, right? Okay. One of the first things, so this is like one of the first things I ever learned being into true crime, okay? First off, if you're gonna say that it was like somebody broke in or something, break something. Steal something of yourself. Make sure you steal it. Don't just ruffle it around. Also, like when you're breaking windows, break it from the freaking outside. I can't stand it when they're like, but they broke it from the inside. You're like, oh, you idiot. So, and stop, for the love of God, criminals, stop looking up crazy crap on the internet. Oh my God. How do I make chloroform? What's another one? Can the switch? Can the switch track movement? What's another idiot? People they look up the most dumb thing. Why would you do that? Do you not know that people can get to your history? Now, look, I will say, and I've said this plenty of times before, I am definitely on an FBI watch list of some sorts. I guarantee you, with my Google searches from looking into true crime, there is no way I'm not. How long does it take for a body to decompose in this particular weather and this particular climate? And I mean, let me tell you, if somebody unalives somebody within like on my road, we'll say, they're coming to me. They're looking at me. There's just no way. Yeah, okay. Stop buying cleaning stuff. Oh my God, I know you gotta clean, like, I'll tell you right now, I have cleaning stuff on hand at all times. Like I probably have enough where I could clean off and I wouldn't have to go buy. Why do people not have cleaning supplies until they unalive somebody? I don't understand that. It always happens. Oh my gosh. Oh my, this is another one. Okay. First off, leave your phone at home. Leave it active. Maybe put a game up that doesn't go to sleep. Do something like that, right? Yeah, also like use an old vehicle that doesn't have GPS when you're disposing. So like you got to remember, like technology really screws us up when we're trying to be sneaky these days, right? So yeah, do that. Also, y'all, the victim, you gotta like take the phone with you. Okay, you gotta either like leave it with the victim or you gotta toss it somewhere or something. But I'm gonna tell you right now, as soon as somebody's like, oh, this person's missing, but they left their phone at home, yeah, I'm just like, oh man, they did. They are dead. Nobody leaves their phone at home anymore. Come on, people. It drives me crazy. And oh yeah, she forgets it often. I don't believe that. Nobody forgets their phone often in this day and time. Okay? I mean, nobody does. I could see it more with a little kid just because they're just getting used to it. But no adult sometimes leaves their phone at home. If they do, they come back and get it immediately because they feel naked without it. It drives me crazy. Let's see. What is some other stuff? I'm not going to talk too much about the Bullhorn Betty thing because I look, I don't know the woman. I know her reputation, and that's about it. But prayers, big prayers go out to Dolly. Yeah, I'm a watcher from the bushes. I know, he's I love him. I guess he can be an acquired taste from what I hear, but definitely prayers. I feel for him, that the live that right before, well, I guess it was right before it happened. I remember thinking he seemed tired, but he had just gotten back from a trip, so that's all I thought about it. And then I woke up and heard he had a heart attack, and I feel so bad for him. Prayers to him and his daughter and PJ, all of those. So I'm sure things will be okay. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's see. What's some other crime stuff going on right now? Oh, the mom. Forgive me. I'm pretty sure her name's Mamta. Yeah, that case is sad, but I'm glad that it seems to be getting handled quickly. So basically, that was a woman in Manassas Park, Virginia. She went missing. Her homeland is Nepal. Are they called Nepalese? I can't remember. She had no family here. Her friends and her co-workers and all that, they're the ones that got together and really made sure that this case got handled the way it should have been. Because since she had no family here, she could have been missing a lot longer before we knew anything. So I'm really proud of that community. That's the way to come together. That's the way to make things easier. And I feel so bad for her daughter who just turned one while she was missing. That's really sad. But her mother's on her way over, and I hope it's not going to be too hard for her to get custody. I don't know how that works with different countries, but hopefully it won't be too hard. So we have been talking about what we can do for fall, because technically this is the last week of the front porch series. I may do one or two more, but Labor Day ends summer, right? It's like the official end of summer. So what I was thinking that we could do is just do like a fun fall fun fall festivity. I think I cannot say that fast. A fun fall festivity. And I'll try to do one each week, and maybe sometimes it'll be a festival, and maybe sometimes it'll be doing pumpkins. Maybe sometimes I'm definitely wanting to show y'all how to do pumpkin butter, because pumpkin butter is, if you like apple butter, you're going to love pumpkin butter. Okay, pumpkin butter is freaking awesome. And I haven't done it in a few years, actually, so I was thinking it'd be a good year to show y'all how to do pumpkin butter. And of course, we'll do the apples soon. My mom suggested that I show everybody how to do some apple cider. So yeah, we'll just do some fall stuff during the fall, unless y'all come up with a better idea for me. I'm probably going to try to do a live soon. I wanted to do a live from the front porch. Maybe that's what we can do. Like for the final front porch series, I can do it live. What do y'all think? Let me know. Cluck cluck, everybody. We will talk. Like I said, I'll probably do one or two more of these before we officially shut it out. Cluck cluck.